Welcome
to
the
Big
Boy
Podcast.
It's the first.
It's the first. Why do you sound like you're constipated?
Welcome everybody
to
the
Big
Boy
Podcast.
I am your host.
I am also your host.
I am Kolct.
I
am your host, Simon, also known as Karduz Socials. I have a YouTube channel with 1.8k subscribers. I am famous. Haha, wow.
You're famous? I thought you were infamous.
Yeah, I'm infamous.
And I am Kolct, also known as Anton, and I also have a YouTube channel with 60 subscribers. Which means I am even more infamous thirst. Thank you.
By the way, this is not me slapping my penis against my leg. By the way,
that's the type of image you want to give people instantly.
Yeah,
welcome to the podcast. I am not slapping my wiener. I swear.
Okay, no, for real though. Welcome to the first episode of this podcast, the Big Boy Podcast. If you're a big boy, if you're a big boy, you know you're listening to this podcast.
Oh, this sounds like a radio commercial. If you're a big boy, you know you're listening to the Big Boy Podcast.
Yes.
Thank you.
And if you're a girl, you know,
you are also a big boy podcast. What?
You are also a big boy.
Yeah, see,
you know,
we're good.
Yeah, this podcast is just basically all about big boys.
The only thing we're gonna talk about is like beefy bodybuilders and actors and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's the main thing on this podcast.
If you guys are excited for that, then stick around. have a good time. And now, after we've done the intro, wait, we already introduced ourselves. Let's tell the audience over at least two people who we are.
Oh shit!
I will go first because, as you know, I am more infamous. Which it says here, right on the Bible.
On the Bible, Kolct is more. I mean, and Anton is more infamous. I'm so used to calling you Kolct because that's what we always do in videos. But now I want to refer you to Anton. Mm-hmm. But you know.
Sounds so Americanized. Anton.
That's you.
I'm gonna call you Simon. Yeah. Hi everybody. I'm Anton. Well, my name is Anton. I am 21 years old. Very blonde and very tired.
You are very blonde.
It's true. It's a curse and a blessing. And well, shit. What else should I say? I'm good at playing the piano.
That is a lie.
Collecting obscure memes and watching fighting game videos on YouTube.
Wow, that pretty much sums up your life, man.
Well, yeah. Oh, exciting, huh? Isn't it?
Oh, shit, man. Okay, are you done, or do you want to do more?
I don't know what else to say. I think that's pretty good.
Here we go. My introduction. It's gonna be cool, okay? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
My name is Simon. I'm 21 years old. I have a YouTube channel called Karduz Socials. It is a very good YouTube channel. Go subscribe. But don't do it now because you need to listen to this podcast first, all right? After this podcast, go subscribe to Kolct Socials. I live in Sweden.
Oh, I forgot. I also live in Sweden. Sorry.
Don't say where you live.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
There's gonna be a lot of fans coming to your house if you say where you live, man.
Oh, obviously.
The Big Boy Podcast fan base is so crazy, you know.
I can't even imagine that. That sounds fun.
You know what I did my whole life?
What have you done your whole life?
I have been running in the woods and climbing trees.
Oh, you were one of those. Like when I was when I was a kid, I drank water straight from the fucking garden hose.
Oh yeah, when I was a kid, I was picking up sticks, shoving them up my ass instead of licking them.
What?
Cut that out of the podcast.
If you cut that out of the podcast, I'll be very angry.
I'm just kidding. I was a regular kid, but when I turned 15 and I applied to, what's it called in English, high school?
Like gymnasium. Gymnasium is for those American or other country viewers. After you go 9th grade in was it elementary school? High school,
I think
maybe?
So. Yeah, high school.
High school, yeah. You start something called gymnasium, which you have to apply for. and you do that for 3 years until you're 18. I think, yeah.
So I was basically just a regular kid up until I applied to my gymnasium, which is called Mega Musik. It's here in my town.
I like that your introduction is like way more interesting. I'm like, my name is Anton. I am blonde, play piano, and watch YouTube. And you're like, when I was 15, I applied for a gymnasium. It's like,
no, but like, I want to tell the people like who I am before.
All right, okay, you go ahead. Go ahead. You can tell everybody. I'll continue my thing later.
My life is interesting. All right.
Okay. I'm here to listen. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I applied for gymnasium, which pretty much changed my life because that got me really, really into music. I played the guitar for about, I don't know, 7 or 8 years. I'm left-handed, by the way, which makes me better than everyone else.
You mean wrong-handed?
Shut up, man. You don't know. So like before I started doing YouTube and all that crazy stuff, I was really into music. I'm still really into music. So that's pretty much my whole school life. It was music. Even when I went to high school, the 3 years, 7th, 8th, and 9th grade was music as well. So that's why I applied to the gymnasium where I studied music for 3 years. And also, a little spoiler, Anton also went to the same gymnasium as I did. And that's how we became friends.
Crazy how nature does that.
Yeah, crazy how nature works.
I actually started another gymnasium first, which I didn't really. I didn't fit into it though. It was like it was a gymnasium that was like right next to my old school. So I was like, okay, fine, I'll go there. And in second year, I can do something with like music because like they had something where you could deepen, like do another extra course in music theory and stuff like that. It was nothing like mega mistake. And then after a while, I realized that like I didn't want to go there at all. That wasn't at all who I felt. Because like all the I went to economy.
Oh no.
Which was like math. Yeah.
Oh no, I don't like that.
Well, the math wasn't the problem. I think more so the people. I'm not gonna rack on anyone because my cousin went in the same class and he's a really, really cool guy. But like the people in general, they were just kind of, It
doesn't fit with who you are.
No, they were. I don't like using the word basic. I'm sorry if my cousin is listening to this. I apologize.
Exposed.
And I was just like, this doesn't feel like me at all. And then I started Mega Music. It took me a while to get into the swing of things, but once I got to know like everyone and I just felt like it was probably the best decision I've ever made in my entire life. I regret nothing.
Yeah, it was a great school, to be honest.
Wonderful.
It was a great school. So we're, as you understand, we're both music people. Anton plays the piano. He's, not to joke around, he's really good.
Thank you.
Probably the best piano player I know.
Aw.
I'm not gay. I'm not gay.
What?
All right. What? Okay, so I play the guitar and I also sing a bit. I'm not the best singer, but I do like to sing.
You do have a great singing voice.
No,
it's true. Okay. So you're allowed to give me compliments. I'm not allowed to say anything. Come on.
Yeah, that's true. That is accurate.
You do play wrong-handedly with your left hand, but still probably one of the best guitarists that I know. So it's fine.
Sure, man. I hate when people gives me compliments.
I know. No. I've learned. It's so fun. We still don't have a band together though, which is weird.
We should create a band.
We live kind of like half far away from each other. So like every time we have to see each other, it's gonna cost like either in gas money or in like train/bus money for either of us. So we can't really meet a lot. But when we do, it's
we have a blast. We have
fun. It's really fun.
We make a lot of cool videos. So
you should probably check them out. Go subscribe to Karduz Strength for more fun content.
Go subscribe to Karduz Strength.
We have a lot of sketches there and some gameplay stuff.
This whole podcast is just gonna be me telling everybody to subscribe to my main channel.
Oh, me too. I'm telling people to subscribe to your channel too, so don't worry about it.
Oh shit. Okay, what about your channel though?
Oh, I don't. Oh god. The only things I post to my channel is stuff I'm like, wow, that was fun to make. It's like, well, it's basically just me sitting down at like the breakfast table. I'm like, That sounds like a fun idea. Let's do that. And then I do it, and then the next day I'm like, oh, why did I make that? So if you want to watch my videos before I like consciously go like, oh no, they're terrible. I'm gonna take them down. You should probably go watch that right now.
Go watch Kolct's videos before he takes them down. They're gonna be like rare objects in the future. You can save them to your hard drive before he removes them. To get back to where we were talking about, I was playing in. Oh shit, I don't even remember. It was so long ago. Like I said, we're 21 years old, and this was... I played in my first band when I was 14 years old,
really?
I think. We played in a band called The Foss.
Oh,
it was
right. I've heard the stories.
The stories, the cringe-worthy stories.
Oh shit! Wasn't that like? I remember you had a music video where you sang in English, and it was so bad.
It was so bad. By the way, don't go look for it, anyone. You can't find it. It's not up there. You can't find it. And if you do find it, I hate you. I hate you for it. So. And then like we quit, we shut down the band because of I don't think we agreed on a lot of things, so we just moved on. We went to different schools, gymnasiums and such, and then I started a second band at the gymnasium, and I played like really hardcore metal, metal.
Yeah.
If you know the name for it, it's called metalcore.
Yeah.
We mixed it. We mixed it with like classic rock, so we had solos in them. It was not really pure metalcore. So and in the band I played guitar, and at the same time I sang clean vocals and screamed and growled. The band wasn't actually that bad. We were actually pretty good for our genre.
I know. I think it was the one with two of the guys from Gymnasium, right?
Yeah.
That band. Yeah, like when you I remember I heard or I watched an old YouTube video of yours of where you screamed. Was it Asking Alexandria?
I think so. Yeah, that was in my prime scene.
I honestly thought, like, just watching that video, I'm like, wow, this is the person he is. That's like the image I got from you, because I watched that kind of early. So
I was kind of I got thrown into that like style pretty hard. I was a scene boy. If you don't know what a scene boy is, search it up on Google. Search like scene boy, and you know what I looked like. Everyone's went through periods, and mine was normal.
Okay.
People go through phases. Some are snobby, some are emo, some are nerds, some are different things. I was seen. I played in a metal band. I had a lip piercing. I screamed. I growled. I can still do that, by the way, but you
were good at it though. I remember it was like I was like, wow, this is kind of impressive. This is the kind of person he is. Because when I started talking to you and we started just hanging out, you had like the beanie and the spiky hair in the front of your head and like the lip piercing and all that, and I was like, okay, cool. I'm hanging out with a fucking scene boy. No, I'm joking.
Oh shit.
It was such a like a stark contrast to who you were as a person and what you looked like.
Yeah, I was not at all like
you didn't even like talking to you and looking at you. You couldn't even draw the same, like, this is the same person. Because like I don't even know how to explain it, but it was like you were like one of the coolest dudes that I knew. Like, well, I still know.
Stop, man.
Haha, compliments. How does it feel?
I like it.
Oh my god, I actually remember. Why do I keep voice cracking? What's going on? I think
I like it. I like it. Keep doing it.
Welcome everybody. It's just a podcast. My name is Kolct, and I want to be a voice actor someday.
Yeah, you can talk about that later. That's gonna be funny to talk about.
I have a few topics written up. Like, I think a lot of the topics that we're going to talk about is going to pop up like as we go along.
This is pretty much going to be an introduction. We talk about like our past and
who we are.
Yeah, pretty much everything. Like, and then our later podcasts are going to be about juicier things.
Yeah. Ooh, like YouTube beef and stuff like that. Hope you guys are excited for stuff like that.
Yes, so juicy, man.
Let's see. Shit. Where were we? Oh yeah, who you were as a person. Shit. And then oh my god, I that reminds me of the time when I started gymnasium. Let's talk about that. That sounds like a good mythical morning.
Let's talk about that.
Let's talk about.
Oh, that was cringy.
Eventually,
sorry, I'm not gonna do that again.
Eventually, we're gonna do a podcast where we just sit in front of a desk, looking into a camera, hanging out. Hope you guys are excited for that. Never. Okay, so when I started like 7th grade, somewhere around there, I had no idea who I really was as a person. I was just kind of like, well, I used to be the guy, or the kid rather, who would just make jokes every single fucking day of, like, whenever I saw an opportunity, I would strike, and I would be labeled as the class clown.
The class clown. I was just about to say that. Yeah. Yeah. You were literally named the class clown.
Yeah, I was. I'll get to that. I'll get to that in a bit. I was always labeled as the class clown because I was always trying to make jokes. It wasn't because I was neglected as a child. I have very loving parents. But it was just like, I don't know. Some part of me was always like, I'll have the attention, and I'll have it all. That kind of faded. A bit.
I think you're like me. You like attention.
Well, yeah, it's nice.
We like standing in the center. We are entertainment people. We like to entertain.
Exactly, which is why I think we work so well together, because we're very like-minded. It reminds me, because I remember, since we are so alike, we are both very stubborn. So when it comes to stuff we don't agree on, or when it comes to stuff that like we don't really click on, it clicks. It doesn't click. Like it shatters. Like, it goes in such hard opposite directions. It's extremely painful because,
like, oh my god, yeah. I remember when we were playing Dark Souls the most, which is our favorite game. Like, is it your favorite game? I think it is.
Dark Souls is definitely my favorite game.
Yeah, and it's one of my top 3 favorite games as well. It comes after Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. But, you know, we could have, like, a fight where I thought something in Dark Souls was the right thing. You know, like, this is what this does, and, you know, and Kolct said, no, this is the right thing. And I was so stubborn. I knew he was right, but I couldn't admit it because I knew he always had the facts straight when it came to like video games and stuff, because he always looked it up.
I am a bit of a bezzerwisser when it comes to games. I like a know-it-all. I know everything.
Yeah, but like that's where most of our fights triggered, because like
small disagreements that became big disagreements just because of our stubbornness. Which I think I have learned my lesson when it comes to that.
Yeah, me too.
Because I feel like in the end, we're basically like brothers.
But yeah, basically.
It's like sibling rivalry. Like, it happens. But, like, no matter what happens, like, no matter what we argue about, I will always love you, you gay boy.
So, thanks. You are gay.
Yes.
And I will always love you as well, Kolct, no matter what.
Aww.
This podcast is now called the Gay Boy Podcast.
The Gay Boy Podcast.
By the way, this is not no homo. This is a lot of homo.
I hope you're all ready for that. It's all penis, all that. But okay, all penis all the time.
All penis podcast.
All penis podcast.
Sorry, our new name.
But yeah, so we're really like-minded, and I think that's why we work like really good together. I think that's why we became friends in the first place. Which is
we have a lot of the same interests, but like. When we come to a disagreement, it's not good. But that was like more about a year ago. Now we don't fight. We just talk about it.
Yeah.
We just talk like regular fucking human beings about it. We don't say, no, you're wrong. You don't know anything. Shut up.
Yeah.
And we don't talk for a couple of weeks.
Yeah. No. Like at this point, it's like it's okay to have disagreements about things. I know I have learned to admit when I'm wrong. I wasn't good at that. I don't think I really am super good at it still, but it's like when it comes to you, I'm like okay.
Yeah, because like fighting with you are the most horrible person to fight with.
Why?
Because you're like me.
Oh, okay. I get it.
It's basically fighting against myself. And it's so horrible because you work like me, and nothing I say works against you. No. So I can't. Oof, it's so horrible.
It's like we're both walls, and we're just like standing in front of each other, and we're like, I won't fall.
I won't fall. I'm you, but stronger.
You've been strong.
That's a good meme.
Okay, so yeah, this podcast is about us admitting that we're gay, and and that's it. I hope you all enjoyed. See you next week.
Thank you for watching this podcast, the first episode. Be big, be big, be brave. Stay what? No, that's
stay in school.
Stay out of school.
Ooh.
No, this is not the outro. I'm just kidding.
No, we're gonna continue.
We're gonna continue for 11 more hours. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
no.
Jesus fucking Christ!
Can you imagine doing a 24-hour podcast?
Oh, wouldn't that be fun?
No, that would be horrible.
God, I can't even stay awake for like 14 hours sometimes.
Yeah, your bedtime is 11 p.m.
Oh no, it's almost 11. I have to go to bed.
No, you always get like tired at 10:30 p.m. and then you go to bed 11 p.m. It's so fucking annoying sometimes. Like when we play games, you get so tired as soon as the clock hits 11 p.m. You get tired. You can't even talk to you because your answers are always like. Anton, should we play some Dark Souls?
No, I'm tired. I don't know why I do that, but it's like it's completely involuntarily. So whenever the clock strikes 10:30, something like in my brain, my internal clock is just like, now I'm tired. I'm tired now.
I fucking love it.
And then at 11, I'm like, sleep.
As much as I love it, I fucking hate it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I remember when we started playing the Dark Souls 3 DLCs, and I stayed up until 3 in the morning. I'm like, no, this isn't right at all.
Oh my god, your body was telling you, stop, go to bed, shut up.
Oh my god, I was so tired.
I can imagine.
You didn't understand. You didn't understand.
Way past your bedtime. Do you have anything else to say about your past, or?
Yes. Before we derailed and talked about us
fighting about different things.
Well, right now I don't think there is anything left to fight about. Is there?
I don't know, but like we always fought about random stupid shit.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it could be really, really stupid. Like this item in Dark Souls does this much damage, and Kolct said no, it does this much damage, and we could
talk about that for like
hours and hours, so we could stay angry at each other for like weeks. It was so horrible.
Oh, it was.
I love the fact that we've actually grown as persons, so so we can like tell each other, okay, shit, okay, I was wrong, shit.
Yeah. It's so nice.
I think a lot of people can relate to that as well. Like they have a friend they always fight about, like with, and you know.
Yeah, like if they have someone they fight, it's something small turns into something big, and then like they just can't get over it because they're both like stubborn or something like that, and they can't let it go. I think that I've definitely learned how to be like better as a person thanks to you.
Shut up, man.
What? It's the gay cast.
Oh shit. Okay, I love homosexual porn. Bye, everybody.
Hey, man, I'm not judging, man. There is one thing that I think we could argue about for like hours.
What?
And that's if we prefer big boobs or small boobs.
Oh no. Oh no.
Because the girls.
Like you prefer big boobs. I don't. Mm-hmm. I don't like. Okay. I get it. But like, if you watch a porno and it's a girl with small boobs, can you watch it?
I mean, I can, but it's like I don't know. I mean, it like it's always like in the back of my head, like that's kind of disappointing.
Oh no.
No, it's not like that. But it's like, imagine that you're eating. What? Oh, I'm gonna give you a good example. Imagine you're eating French fries at McDonald's, but you can't add extra salt. That is exactly okay. So basically, Simon is he loves salt.
I'm
crazy about salt.
I'm a salt addict. I'm not even joking about that. I am a salt addict. I need to stop eating salt. I will die in like 30 years if I don't do it.
I'm gonna put you in fucking spice rehab.
Oh
you
shit,
maniac.
Damn boy. Okay, but back to large titties.
I hope no one I know is watching this because that'd be embarrassing.
No, it doesn't matter. This is the Large Titty Podcast.
We've changed the name so many times.
Yeah.
My favorite one was probably it's kind of like Dark Souls cast.
No, but my favorite one was Pickle Rick podcast.
Pickle Rick podcast. Oh, I love that so much.
We can talk about the Rick and Morty fan base later, but
yes.
right now I want to talk about boobs.
Okay.
Our biggest difference is Kolct. Anton. I'm used to calling you Kolct. Sorry, I'm gonna do that.
We've probably done that a few times in this podcast already.
Yeah.
It's whenever we talk English, we turn into our internet personas.
Yeah, that's so true. That's so true. That's actually, it really is. As soon as I start speaking English, I'm Karduz the most infamous YouTuber.
Wait, let me do an impression of you.
Okay, do it.
Hello, everyone, Karduz YouTube video.
Let me do an impression of you. I'm Kolct.
Unbelievable! How does he keep getting away with it?
Yeah, how is so good.
Okay. Let's go back to the titties. Let's keep the titties in mind. Okay.
Okay. So I myself don't really care if it's small, medium, or big. Like, I actually prefer them not to be enormous, like you do.
Well, oh God, no! I'm not talking like monster.
Oh, okay.
No. I'm not. Look, I'm not insane.
Look. Who do you think I am?
Who do you think I am? But like, it's kind of like they have to be like, I have huge hands, but they have to be bigger than my hands. That's a prerequisite. Put that in your resume.
Yeah. Put that in your resume. I love big titties. What are you gonna do about it?
But I think that's like the only like huge difference that I can think about. And also, you're married.
Yeah, by the way, I forgot to tell you that I'm married. I'm 21 and I'm married. That's kind of odd, but I'm married.
He met the love of his life in gymnasium. You can actually tell. You can tell.
I met Felicia. Her name is Felicia. We met at the school Mega Music, which is the school we talked about before, our gymnasium, the music gymnasium. And how we met is pretty basic. Like, it's pretty funny as well because we were standing like in a ring in school, introducing each other. Like, hey, my name is Simon. My name is blah blah blah. And she was looking at me like really, like he was really looking at me. I could tell. I was like, who are you? Why are you looking at me? Ooh, you fine girl. You know what I mean. and then when I was walking downstairs to go outside to grab a bite to eat, she was like stopping me and say, hey, do you want to come to McDonald's with me and my friend? And I was like, this is the love of my life.
Oh,
McDonald's, you know.
Oh,
not her.
Oh my God, you actually got me with that one. Holy shit.
No, but like she asked me, do you want to come to McDonald's with me and my friend? So I took a friend with me because I didn't want to go alone with two girls. You know, it's embarrassing, you know. Embarrassing, you know. I was 15.
You were such a little baby boy.
But like we went to McDonald's, we talked, we just exchanged numbers. You know, went on from there. We were 15. We got together 6 months later, I think.
6 months later? What, really?
Yeah, but like you were seeing each other, dating, you know, that kind of stuff. We were 15, really serious.
Oh,
you know, no, but then we just, time went on. We've been with each other since then. We love each other, you know, that kind of stuff. So I proposed to her about, oh my God, I forgot. Shit, Felicia, don't listen to this. About a year ago. So, and then we got married, and now we're here. We're living in our own apartment, by the way.
Yep, and you have a dog.
Yeah, we have a dog. Oh my God, I forgot to tell you a lot of stuff.
There are so many things about us that I don't think anyone really knows.
It's gonna be like in the 34th episode. Oh yeah, shit. I have a dog.
Oh yeah, I have a micro penis.
Oh my God, my micro penis. I forgot to tell you. Very important.
Very important.
oh, I know, the micro penis podcast.
Oh, ooh,
that is a good name.
The micro peep cast? No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, you got it. Yeah, but like, okay, so we live in our own apartment. We've been doing that for 1 year, over a little over 1 year, I think. And we've had Sif, which is the name of our dog, for 3 years now. Oh my God, time goes by so fucking fast.
He's so big.
Yeah, he's so big. He weighs about 40 kilograms. I don't know what that is in retarded units. I don't know why people use fucking pounds and stuff. It's so weird.
I wasn't ready for that. Retarded units. Oh, it's good. Good one.
So weird. Like pounds. Come on. Like what?
I don't know. It's like and like 1 pound is like 3.2687 fucking kilograms or something like that.
Grams and kilograms are so easy. Like 1,000 grams are 1 kilogram, and so fucking easy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Why are we talking about that?
The kids, fucking Ameritards. They don't understand the metric system. Oh yeah, that meme we just said is probably gonna be like, it's gonna be so old.
Yeah,
in like half a year, we're gonna listen to this podcast when we're like fucking 35, and we're gonna be like, oh, we really said that.
Yeah, damn, dude.
I'm looking forward to that.
Do you remember, Colt? Up until last week or 2 weeks ago, I think we found out who we were as a person or as persons.
2 weeks ago?
Yeah, about 2 weeks ago, me and Colt or Anton, we found out who we were as persons. We are meme revivers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna be like something deep. It's like we're both fucking children in a grown man's body or something like that.
That's also true.
We are meme revivers. It's true.
We are meme revivers. We're gonna tell you. No, or in fact, Colt.
Oh,
you're gonna tell them the story about Name Jeff.
Ooh, okay, this is exciting. So believe it or not, for the people that don't know, there's a meme called "My Name Is Jeff." It is from 22 Jump Street.
Wait, I need to say something real quick. This story is 100% legit, not fake. It's true. Actually, it is true.
No one is gonna believe us after that.
No one is gonna believe us. But it is actually 100% legit. It is true. Okay, Cole, tell them.
Okay, so this is the story. There was a meme called "My Name Is Jeff" which like appeared in 2012 or something, and it was popular for like a year. And eventually it just kind of faded away into obscurity. And eventually, like, I think it was like, oh gosh, maybe it was like a year and a half ago or something like that. Me and Karduz, impossible to name you.
Who am I? No one knows.
Who am I? We were just talking about like, oh, what is a funny like old stupid meme? We were talking about Trollface, Magusta, stuff like that. And then we were like, haha, my name's Jeff. And we laughed. And it was like let's fucking bring that back. It's like, it's so old and stupid now. We used it for like 3 days and we laughed so much. And then, like a few days after we talked about bringing this specific meme back.
Yeah, and I also want to say that I used the meme in live streams and everything. I used it on the internet, like on my Discord server, everywhere. And no one I knew, I've never seen anyone used it since it died, like... Yeah, 2012, 13, I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Like it was popular for a while, and then it died.
Yeah.
And then a few days later, after we brought it back, we used it as an inside joke, like it was our thing. Fucking none other than PewDiePie himself says, "My name is Jeff" in one of his videos, and then it explodes back into popularity.
Yeah.
And we realized, okay, well, I guess we didn't do it now then. It wasn't us. It was PewDiePie who brought it back.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was so upsetting because we were like, I can't believe it. Does he like spy on us or something? We were actually almost convinced that someone we knew was like an insider for PewDiePie.
Yeah, and you guys may probably think that like, okay, but that you were not the first ones, and PewDiePie just said it. It was coincidence. No, this is not the first time this happened.
Wait, it isn't?
No, it happened with like a lot of stuff before. Like, I can't come up with anything now, so it's gonna sound like I'm lying, but like. It happened before with like other memes and other like video ideas.
Oh yeah, video ideas. Right. There was one video idea we had, which we thought was really good. I can't remember what it was. Shit. And then we noticed that PewDiePie did it in one of his videos, and then we just realized like, oh, we can't do it now because it's too late. PewDiePie already did it, so it's like,
yeah.
It's kind of like I remember there was a time when he played Happy Wheels, and if anyone else other than PewDiePie played Happy Wheels on their YouTube channel. It was just like, no, you can't play this. PewDiePie owns this game. PewDiePie was first. You can't play it now. It was like, if PewDiePie did it, you can't do it.
Never, ever. You can't never do that.
It was extremely annoying. But now we've okay. So for future reference, we're gonna say this now. we have two things that we want to bring back that we haven't seen like anyone really at all mention. It's Saw, dude.
Yeah, Saw dude.
It was half popular and now it's dead, so we're gonna use it, obviously.
We're gonna bring it back. We're gonna bring back
something that we took from PewDiePie himself that he doesn't even know that he does, which is like in his old videos, he does a thing. He did a thing with his when he did a bro fist, and he was like, "Stay awesome, bros," and he kissed his fist, and he went like, "Meh."
That is so perfect. That's the best meme. It's the best meme ever. I'm not joking. It's my favorite meme. It is
the best meme ever. I think I've said it in front of like everyone I know.
Yeah, and we've joked about this meme for 2 years. Probably.
Oh yeah, definitely. We've used it for such a long time. I even have you named as a nickname on Messenger as Meh, which I've had that nickname like for how many years? Maybe like a year, maybe 2. And we haven't noticed no one other than our immediate friend circle or something like that uses this one. So if this gets popular, if PewDiePie fucking revives his own dead meme, I will shoot a fish in a barrel. That is an expression that I have never used, and that's what I'm using it for.
If he really revives his own dead meme, like after we've made this video, I'm gonna shoot myself.
Someone is watching. Someone knows.
Someone fucking watches. Someone is stealing our memes. Someone is stealing our video IDs. I don't know who, but I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna find you.
You know what? This is not a coincidence. I know exactly what's happening.
What's happening?
Do you remember? PewDiePie used your video, the one you made, as his thumbnail of his video, and also as his first video to show in his You Laugh, You Lose challenge videos. It was the first one, so someone had to have told him about this. It's not a coincidence. Someone knows.
That is true. You know, PewDiePie on his channel, he has a series called You Laugh, You Lose. If you laugh, you lose, where you watch a bunch of videos, and if you laugh, you lose. It's pretty simple. So people always send like funny videos to his Reddit, so he can react to them in a video, and someone sent my video, so he reacted to my video, a video edit I made where he played like a little tune on the recorder, so I made like a funny edit of that, and he reacted to that video, put it in his video, used my thumbnail for my video in his video. So someone...
Yeah, it feels like someone is watching us.
It feels like someone is watching us, like stealing all our memes.
I remember we debated this, I think. At least we talked about it when we were making our April Fool's video, where we said, like, my name is Jeff. Like, my name's Jeff. And we were like, oh shit, doesn't PewDiePie have, like, copyright shit on that thing now? Yeah. And we were like, can we even say it? Can we use it? And we did. And I don't think anyone has actually like kind of noticed, so I think we're good on that one. But if now I'm giving the hard evidence here. This is take my word for it. We were first. We were like a week, maybe 3, 4, 5 days before PewDiePie, and then he took it from us.
Didn't you have a similar thing with Dicks Out for Harambe?
Oh my god, yes. Okay, so I remember. Yeah. Let me tell you another little story.
Like I'm gonna say, no one's gonna believe you. Though,
no one is ever going to believe me because I didn't make a meme. But I was there. I think there's a screenshot floating around on the internet where one of the admins of the groups, who was like so first, he was like actually first. And I'm in a Facebook group. I don't know if anyone's ever heard of Implying. We were talking about how this gorilla in the Cincinnati Zoo, his name was Harambe, had been shot. And people were just like, let's put our fucking dicks out for Harambe. It's like, that sounds like a fucking stupid, funny thing to do. I don't know if any one of the admins got the idea from anywhere else, but that's where I at least thought it originated.
So you were like one of the first people who actually like witnessed the meme?
Yeah, maybe like two months before it became like mainstream popular. And then it didn't become only mainstream popular, it exploded. It became so popular
worldwide.
Worldwide. No one knows who originated this meme, but I know deep down in my heart that I was there. I was there when it happened. I didn't make anything.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you, Anton. I don't believe you.
Please, Simon, you have to believe me. No, I will steal the Declaration of Independence.
No, don't do that. That's serious, man.
That's national treasure. Let's bring that back.
Actually, one thing I'm really passionate about.
What's one thing you're really passionate about?
I want to bring back the old Rage comics.
Oh my god, they are like half back?
Yeah, but like they're so bad, but they're like so simple that I kind of like them.
I kind of agree with you, Because I've noticed there is one meme page on Facebook. I don't know why I know so many meme pages on Facebook. It's like the dumbest place to look for them.
You are the meme lord.
I have so many. I have so many memes. For those that didn't know, my favorite meme is Bane posting. Please look it up. Shit. What was I talking about? I think I just lost my train of thought.
Memes?
Oh, yeah. Thank you. I don't know why I instantly forgot about it. So for those other people that didn't know, I have shit memory. And it's not in the sense that it's bad. It's literally trash tier. I forget everything and anything all the time. Like, I can't remember anything even if I focus on it. It's stupid. And I hate it. I'm probably... I don't know, fucking allergic to air, and it does something to my brain.
What if...
Conspiracy theory.
What if every person in the world is allergic to air, and that's what's killing us slowly?
It sounds stupid enough to be true.
Yeah, I know. No, but back to Rage Comics now.
Oh, back. That is something I never want to hear. Back to Rage Comics.
No, but like, I'm very, very passionate about bringing Rage Comic back. You know, there's nothing wrong with a little troll face here and there. Nothing wrong with a little bit of foo.
Nothing wrong with a little bit you mad, bro, every now and again.
Nothing wrong with a little bit why you know.
Why you know? Me gusta.
Oh, you know, I even have a shirt with Me gusta on.
We took the title of Meme Revivers because of these incidents that have happened. So now when we were talking about it, we were like, what should we bring back next? And you were like, Rage Comics.
Yes.
We're bringing back Rage Comics. I'm like, okay, let's fucking do it.
Like, Rage Comics it was so popular, and then everybody started hating on them because, like, I don't really, maybe because they were cringy, I don't know.
I think, like, in a way, if something gets overused, it starts becoming funny because it loses its original context, which is what a meme is in general. A meme is like an inside joke within a small community, and then eventually it'll spread. I think that's like the meme in itself. It's like a meme is something that spreads inherently and then becomes cancerous because it spreads so fast. It loses its original meaning. It's kind of like, you know, Foo, that one? I think
Yeah.
like the first comic with that was a guy shitting in his hand and throwing it at the toilet, and he missed the toilet bowl, and he was like, Foo.
Seriously?
Yeah, in the shower. He was
Damn.
shitting in his hand in the shower. And I think that was I think that was the first. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that.
And then it gets overused. I get that, but like the funniest thing is when you revive them.
Yes, exactly.
It's like when they come back to life. It's not like they're funny. It's just the fact that it is back to life, and it's so bad that it's so good.
I think that it has to do something with us, because we revive it and we turn it into something that is ours. It's our inside joke. We took it now. Like, we are bringing back Rage Comics. It's our joke. Problem?
You mad?
Sorry, I thought it was funny.
But one meme I really want to bring back as well is what you said earlier. Saw.
Oh, Saw, dude. I think we've already kind of brought it back.
It's kind of. It's a good meme.
I remember when you called me once, and we were just like, Saw, dude, for like 2.5 minutes straight. That was so funny.
Everyone will pretty much hate us after this fucking podcast.
I don't think we've completed like any like thought we've started.
No.
I remember we talked about school and music, and I was like, oh yeah, let me talk about who I was when I started school, and then now we're sitting talking about Rage Comics.
Yeah, but that's the best thing about these fucking podcasts. You can talk about anything. And like, 1 minute we talked about titties.
Oh yeah.
And now we're sitting here talking about Rage Comics, you know?
I loved hearing you say that. Like, in 1 minute we were talking about titties. I don't think we've completed any thought we had.
Okay, fuck all the other thoughts. You know what I want to talk about?
Yeah, we're talking about Rage Comics now. It's important.
Yeah, it's very important. But you know also, Kolct?
What?
Fuck Rage Comics.
Fuck Rage Comics?
You know what I want to talk about?
What do you want to talk about?
Games.
Oh shit, we're gonna have like a game section?
Yes, but first,
Let me take a selfie.
I want to tell everybody... Stop. That's not a meme to bring back.
It's not bring backable yet.
No, it's not bring backable. Not even close. Not even close. What I want to say is, like, if you're listening to this podcast, feel free to like ask us any question, like literally anything. It could be like, oh, how wide is your asshole? I don't care. Ask us anything. You can do that in the comments down below, and we will answer it in the next episode.
Like, no matter what kind of question it is, we will answer it in some way. If you're typing out something really, really anti-Semitic, we twist things into jokes all the time. I mean, like, things are jokes because it's funny. I mean, like, you can talk about tragedy and stuff. Like, tragedy, I have a good Bo Burnham quote about that, which is in his song Sad. He says, tragedy will be exclusively joked about because empathy is bumming me out.
Oh, damn.
I think that's good because, like, you can't always be serious. I mean, some things are sensitive to talk about. I mean, some people maybe have personal connections to 9/11 or maybe the Thailand tsunami or something like that. But
yeah, but I strongly believe in, you know, that you should be able to joke about anything, but like, you should still have respect for people. Like, if you talk, it's like the thing with PewDiePie when he said the N-word. If you see a black guy or talk to a black guy, you don't say the N-word.
Yeah.
But like when you're in your like friend circle and you say the N-word like jokingly, it's not a big deal.
It doesn't mean what it originally stands for.
No.
It's kind of like, yeah, in a sense, I think it also applies to like our thing, because us saying meh doesn't mean the same thing it did when PewDiePie did it, because PewDiePie said the word as an outro to one of his videos. We say it jokingly to each other when we say goodbye, like when we say like good night, meh, stuff like that when we on Discord or
we use it when we say hello.
Yeah,
we do it like so randomly. It's in our friend circle. We do like, it's not that it's like anything offensive, but you know,
it just lost its original meaning.
Yes,
which is exactly why sensitive subjects like PewDiePie saying the N-word, he didn't mean it in the sense that he wanted to call the person an actual N-word, like an actual, like in a racist sense, because that's what it is.
Yeah, because he didn't even know who the person was.
Exactly. He said it because it was a bad word. That's why he said it, right?
Yeah, he just thought of the absolute worst word he could think about. And it slipped out of his mouth, and you could see like the reaction when he said it. He was like regretting his word.
He was like, I shouldn't have said that. Like
I said before, I strongly believe that anything could be joked about. Like, but with some exceptions though. Like if you're standing in front of a black person, don't say the N-word.
Like not if you don't know the person. If you've known the person for like 10 years, and you've like stuff like that. It's like you can joke about things. I mean, not all Jews think that joking about the Holocaust is the most awful thing on the planet. I'm sure some of the people are like, oh, well, that's funny to joke about, even if they are Jews. Except for an example, maybe that was a little extreme, but I hope people understand where I'm coming from with this.
But you have to have like common sense.
Yes.
But like if you stand in front of a Jewish person who you know has gone through a lot of horrible stuff with the Holocaust and stuff, you don't bring it up. You don't talk about it.
No, of course not. You have to, like, there is a line to cross. And that's when it directly affects someone on a personal level. Like for me, personally, I would never, ever joke about rape, for example, because I think that touches so many people, like personally, because it's like, it's a really, really sensitive subject, and you can't be exclusive about it because it is an actual problem.
No, but like rape is just the worst possible thing ever.
Yeah, I don't think it's even funny to just say like, I'm gonna rape you. It's like, it's not even funny in a little bit. But I suppose that comes down to subjective humor taste. I mean, some people probably think it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Well,
it's like to me, like rape is even worse than death in some kind of way, some weird way. Because if a guy, which like 90%, it is guys raping girls. 90%, like if a guy rapes a girl,
probably more.
Yeah, probably more. I don't even know, but it's probably up there somewhere in the 90%. Like if a guy rapes a girl, he basically destroyed her whole life.
She can't live normally after that.
No, she can never like trust a guy, so that's like just destroyed her life.
Ending someone's life, that doesn't, like, you haven't destroyed their life, you've just ended it. But destroying someone's life, forcing them to continue living with these experiences, it's not the same thing. Because when you're dead, you're dead. You can't do anything about it. But when you've been raped, there's like, you still can't do anything about it, but you have to live with it.
Yeah, like you can never trust anyone.
Exactly.
Like,
it's
like never. We should get off this topic. It's so bad.
I know it's terrible. I'm sorry I'm sorry to those people listening, and they probably feel uncomfortable with hearing about it.
But as we said before, like we should be able to talk about anything.
Exactly.
Maybe some people feel like they want to listen to it because they've gone through like something like this and they want to hear what we have to say about it. I don't know.
Okay, but yeah, I hope people understand.
I just love the fact that we went from rage comics to this.
Oh no.
This is so bad.
Oh no. I don't know if we should cut that out.
No, I don't think so. We should be able to talk about anything.
That's true.
This is just a podcast where we talk about whatever we think about.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be. We shouldn't hinder anything in any way. It's just like we talk about what comes to our mind and what we think about, what we feel about certain things. Even if it's rage comics or murder or racism or YouTube's thing, I don't care. Like we should talk about anything that we feel like talking about.
Like these are real things. We're talking about real things. Like you can't just ignore something because it's bad. Like it happens. Things happen. Like it's life.
Yeah.
Like with life comes all the good and all the bad.
That's so true. Probably the smartest thing you've said your whole life, Kolct.
Really? Thank you. I'm a philosopher.
Now, I want to talk about
You want to talk about
games.
Okay.
So I want to know, Kolct.
All right. You want to know.
I want to know. I think I know already, but the people listening probably don't. What is your top 3 favorite games of all time? Of all time, in order.
That is a really hard question.
I know.
It's always a hard question because I feel like my taste, it changes slightly. I will always have nostalgia for certain games, and it takes hold of everything else.
Yeah, but like, okay, if you take the nostalgia out of this.
Oh, out of the question. Well, the games I've had the most fun with in the past, and I play the most, I don't think they really count for today. But my third favorite game of all time is, well, can I count a series?
Yeah, sure.
It's Ratchet and Clank, easy.
Oh, damn, boy.
Because all the games hold a specific, like a certain charm in my heart. It's like, I like the first game because it was the first one. I played it a little bit later, but I still thought it was great.
It is great.
The second one was my first game. And I will forever love the feeling of waking up on a Saturday morning, turning on my PlayStation and playing Ratchet & Clank 2 on my little baby fucking TV.
I can super heavily relate to that.
Oh, it was the best. I liked Ratchet & Clank 3 decently. I actually didn't like that game like a whole lot because I thought it was just like, it felt
I think the second Ratchet and Clank was the best one.
Either that or Gladiator.
Oh no! Okay, I take that back. Gladiator was the best Ratchet and Clank. I don't even care. Clank was he in it?
He was, but he wasn't on your back. He was just like sitting in a chair in the hub.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I remember.
Ratchet and Clank series on third place.
Yeah.
On second place, I'm going to put Dead Space.
Dead Space.
Dead Space 2 was my first. No, well, it was my second PlayStation 3 game. The first one was Final Fantasy 13, and I couldn't play it because my sister was like, I want to play it first. And I'm like, okay. And she never played it, ever. So I played Dead Space 2. And I didn't play the first one first. I was the person who was like, I'm going to play the second game of the series, and then I'm going to play the first. I think I played through Dead Space 2 on PlayStation 3 probably well over 15, maybe 16 times.
Oh, damn.
I had 999,999 credits.
You want to know something?
What?
I can beat that. No, but you know how many times I played through Ratchet Gladiator?
Oh, shit. How many plays? How many?
Ladies, hold your hats. 27.
What?
Yes. I am a big boy Ratchet and Clank Gladiator fan.
Oh my god. We should totally play that. So I think they have a remastered version on PlayStation 3.
They do?
I think so.
What are we doing here?
What are we doing here? But yeah, Dead Space 2 is probably on second place. I like Dead Space 1. I love Dead Space 1. Like, don't get me wrong. I thought it was great. But Dead Space 2, it's just something. There was something about it that just clicked. Like it's fantastic, wonderful. And well, I just want to finish it up by saying that Dead Space 3, I am beyond furious that it didn't end. That it was just cliffhangers on both the DLC and the main game.
It was?
Yes, I am beyond angry that EA shut down Visceral Games, the makers of Dead Space.
No.
They shut down the studio maybe like a week ago. I want to contact fucking Steve Papoutsis or whatever the fuck his name was.
You should write an angry letter. I am so furiously angry with you. I have a YouTube channel. Do you know who I am?
Dear EA, I am mad. XOXO Anton.
XOXO. Okay, so Dead Space, second place.
Yes.
First place.
If you've listened to the podcast, you probably know that it's Dark Souls.
Dark
What? Unbelievable.
Souls. Wait, this podcast kind of reminds me of a game.
Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it.
Frogger.
I was about to say centipede.
What? What?
So yeah, Dark Souls 1. I remember I played through Dark Souls 1 in late 2012.
Wait, Anton, who showed Dark Souls to you? who introduced you to Dark Souls?
My friend Daniel.
Oh.
Wait, I'll explain. So I was at my friend Daniel's house in 2012, and I saw this game on his shelf. It reminded me of Shadow of the Colossus, which I didn't think was really fun. Like, just looking at the box, I was just like, I was the kind of guy that looked at a box of a game and was like, this looks cool and fun.
I still do that.
I know, it's so nice. It's like nice to take home a game and you have no idea what it's about and you're like, I want to play it, so it's so fun. But yeah, I had the game in my hand. I'm like, can I borrow this? Because I also had a PS3, and he's like, yeah, sure, you can borrow it for a while.
Okay, so you borrowed the game from Daniel.
Yes, I borrowed a game from my friend Daniel, and I played it for like 6-7 hours. And I got to the second. I've got to say the second big boss in the game. And then I had absolutely. I didn't even have I had zero clue where I was gonna go. I was used at the time to games that were just like giving me a quest marker and telling me like, this is where you're going now, or maybe like I had a map. But Dark Souls doesn't tell you fucking squat. It puts you in the world. It has a way for you to follow, but you have to kind of like find it for yourself.
Yeah, and the thing with Dark Souls is also, if you go the wrong way, you are fucked.
You are going the wrong way.
The second and third game, you could tell, okay, this is pretty much where I'm going, I think. But like in the first game, like sometimes in the game, you didn't have a fucking clue.
No, not even
a single clue.
All right, continue with my story.
Yeah, do it.
So I played the game for a few hours. And I was like, I know where to go. I don't want to play this game anymore. And I'm like, it's too hard. It's too stupid. It doesn't even tell me where I'm going. And I turned it off. And I left the game off for like, I just had it in my house for like half a year, maybe 7 or 8 months or something like that. And I remember I talked to you and we were talking about games or something. And you were like, oh yeah, Dark Souls. That's a pretty fun game. Did you finish the game at the time?
Yeah, I've finished the game one time, I think.
Okay, and you were like, yeah, Dark Souls is a pretty good game. You should probably give it another shot. And I'm like, okay, I'll give it another shot. And I had to trust you for all information. And I was like, where am I going? Where, how do I get to the next boss? And you're like, I forgot.
Yes, I have bad memory as well.
But yeah. You told me to continue playing the game and just like continue playing it. And then I was like, okay, I know where to go now. I'll go this way. So if I find another side path or stuff, like I just found so many more stuff, and I found new items, new weapons, new ways to upgrade my stuff, and like eventually it slowly clicks.
Yeah, it does. That's what Dark Souls does to you. Everyone I know who has played the game hated the game like the first 20 hours. But after playing the game for 20 hours, most of the people I know, after 20 hours, they fell in love with the game. It's like when you defeat the like one boss that you've been struggling with, it feels like fucking snorting cocaine. Not that I've done that, by the way. All right.
I've talked about Dark Souls for like feels like an hour.
I can talk about my 3 top favorite games if you want.
Thank you. Okay, let's move on. What is your top 3 favorite games of all time?
I am just gonna say that the number 2. I'm just gonna skip 3 and 1 for now. The number 2 is Dark Souls.
Okay. Ooh.
It was my favorite game, like top 1 ever, until a game came out.
Do you want to tell that first, or do you want to tell number 3 first?
Number 3 first. So number 3, if I take out the nostalgia from it, if I keep the nostalgia in, it's Fable, the Fable series, 1, 2, and 3.
Okay, all right.
You know that series?
Yeah, I've known it. I just haven't played it yet.
All right. But if you take the nostalgia out, I'm gonna have to say it's either Ratchet and Clank or The Last of Us.
Ooh.
The Last of Us is a really fucking good game. The only game I've ever cried while playing.
Oh.
Like in the end, I was like, no, shut up. I'm not crying. I'm not crying. Shut up.
Oh.
The music, I like the soundtrack, gameplay, everything, the atmosphere. It's so good. I don't even want to say anything because if you haven't played it, fucking play it. And my favorite game of all time, it is drum roll. It is Rick and Morty. Believe it or not, it's not. It is The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Ta-da!
And I have a lot of nostalgia with Zelda. But if you want to, if you put that away, the nostalgia, it's still the best game ever. Because when I played that game, I actually started like tearing up.
It was not even at like a special point, was it?
No. It's like the intro of the game when he was running up the hill and he was looking out over the horizon. I was tearing up. I was feeling all my childhood memories. It was so good. And the game is like nothing I've ever seen. It's so fucking beautiful.
Oh yeah, it looks fantastic.
Like and the soundtrack in the game, it's like Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is the only game ever that I can't find anything wrong about it. I've actually tried like maybe this is not that good, maybe this. No, everything is perfect. Like how it looks, the soundtrack in games are like the most important part for me.
I can feel that.
If a game has really good gameplay but bad soundtrack, I can't play the game.
It's kind of lackluster. It like ruins the experience a bit.
Yeah.
I actually I am currently playing through the game on Simon's Switch. I actually have it right here.
You should shove it up your ass.
I've already tried. It doesn't fit.
It doesn't fit because your asshole is too big or too small.
It's too big, so it's just like it's like putting it on a shelf.
No, my poor Switch.
But when I play it like during nighttime when everything is like cold and quiet and cozy, and I sit in my blanket in my bed and I hold the Switch in front of me and it's like at the music and like tomorrow I'm gonna try waking up like super early if the weather's nice, and I'm going to just sit in my room with like letting the morning light just shine in, hearing the birds outside and shit like that. It's gonna be so fucking cozy.
It's so cliche, but it's so true. It is so true.
It's such a Saturday morning cartoon feel.
I remember playing the game for the first time. I actually set my alarm 6 a.m. I went up and I was like sitting there 6 a.m. playing Zelda until I went to bed. It's so good, so good.
It is an incredible I'm the kind of guy that it's like I don't like open world games too much because I think that like I always get overwhelmed. I always feel like, oh my god, there's so much stuff to do. I have no idea, like, what am I going to do?
Yeah, I can agree with that.
That's why I didn't really like playing The Witcher 3. So, like, at times, well, I love the game, trust me, but I don't think it's super great just because I feel like there's like almost too many things to do and like not enough time.
Like you can do everything at the beginning. It's like so many things you can do right at the start.
Yeah, stuff like that. It makes me feel like I don't know what to do. I have no idea where to start. Where do I go? How do I level up? Where do I get better? Stuff like that. But in Breath of the Wild, it's different in the sense that it doesn't feel like you have too many things to do because it just gives you a goal and it's like, okay, how you do it is completely up to you. Like you have this, like it's kill Ganon. That's the goal.
Yeah, right. The first quest you get is kill Ganon, and Ganon is, for the people who don't know, has always been the last boss in all of the Zelda games. It's kind of like Bowser with Super Mario.
Yeah, exactly. And I just feel like, okay, well, I'm going to go get the Master Sword because obviously that's in all the Zelda games. I'm gonna go get Link's armor. I'm gonna get it Master. Like, I don't know if either of these things are like in the game, but I know that like in the back of my head, I'm like, okay, I know about Death Mountain. I know about Swords Domain.
Wait. Who's Link? I thought you were playing as Zelda.
Excuse me.
Ah, shit. It's so. I understand. Okay, I understand to some degree, but when people say it, I kind of feel like I want to punch them in the face.
It's like, come on. It's been ever since 1987 or something like that. Come on, how can you not know?
It's like not knowing who Luigi is. Everyone knows who Luigi is.
Exactly.
Super Mario's mother.
Super Mario's father.
Yeah.
Super soup.
I think this is a good spot to wrap up this episode. What do you think?
I think we covered a lot of ground and also no ground at all.
That is so true. Feels like we started talking about like 6 or 7 different things, maybe more. and we only like completed talking about 2.
Yeah.
Like, welcome to Big Boy Podcast. That's what we do here. We just start talking about titties, and then we talk about rage comics, then we talk about rape, then we talk about games, then we talk about different things. We talk about a lot. Whatever comes to our mind, we talk about it.
And that's good. It's good to not hold anything back other than
diarrhea.
I was gonna say pooping, but like when you have a bad stomach. Goddamn! Why do you steal my words?
Ah, damn. Okay, we should have a proper outro. What should we do?
Like, subscribe for more podcasts. Eat your vegetables. Stay in school. Stay out of school.
Stay out of school.
No, wait. Stay in school. Stay out of trouble.
Eat your vegetables.
Eat your parents.
Eat. No, but seriously, thank you so much for watching, guys. We appreciate it, even though not a lot of people are gonna watch like our first videos. Like we will keep making videos. We will try to make like 1 episode a week, maybe
something like that. Yeah, as often as we can, at least. I just realized there's a spider crawling up my wall. Fuck, I hate spiders.
Just go up to the spider and say solid.
No, I don't want to. I'm just looking at it.
No, don't grab it and look it in its eye. Look it in its eyes and say solid.
Fuck.
Stay tuned for next episode, and also leave comments down below to let us know what you thought of the podcast, what you liked, what you didn't like. You know, everything that comes to your mind. Tell us. We want to know. We want to know.
Like, if you have any questions about like anything, also put them in the comments. Please subscribe. Please.